Oh Lord. Tide ho.
Oh Lord.
Ho tide.
Lord.
Tide
Oh my.
ho.
Wait a minute. Oh Lord. Hey guys.
Hey.
How's it going?
We're here.
Again.
And queer.
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I actually put down flooring, and I lifted furniture. So I'm masked now.
Oh, girl, please. He done picked up a book and picked up one towel and put it on the floor. And he thinking he doing something. You guys, this is Tide Ho here.
And this is... Oop, let me sit down. Hold on.
I
got too much cushion.
Ass back there. That's just what it is.
Cushion. Too much cushion on too much cushion is not good, And this is Mask for Mask.
It's naturally.
And I am Oh Lord.
And this is the Tio Show.
How's it going? How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I love this setup. It's just so wonderful. Of just, because, I just came up in here, you guys. And I used to come in here when the daylight is out and he sets everything up. But for coming into it like it's just, I just love the feng shui.
It's really, and see, what's great is, I have to show you this. I'm just going to show it to you. Are you ready for it? Now, one time I got drunk. Like really drunk, I guess. And so I was just like, you know what? I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to sit and chill. And so my dad had bought me this years ago. It's a sharper image, like it's an alarm clock, but I don't use it for that. But it has this thing where it projects something on top of on your ceiling. So what I did one day was I did this. Let me show you. Turned off as many lights as possible.
Okay, well, damn. I mean, all right. I'll fight, bitch.
Girl, anyways. And then I did, and I just was sitting here just like this, with just this ambiance under my bed, It just was really cute.
Okay.
Isn't it cute? And it changes colors and stuff like that. I just really, just was feeling something,
Okay, and you was in the dark by yourself doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, sometimes I very rarely can be just in the complete darkness. And that's not because I'm scared. It's just like, I don't know. I don't like being in complete darkness. I don't like being in like complete silence like that.
Yeah, I gotta have something going on.
Yeah. But yeah, I just did that and it was just like really awesome. I just really enjoyed myself. So it's like I'm gonna just do that every once in a while. And also, I've decided that, bi-weekly or something like that, what I'm going to do is, by the way, you guys, I have a loft bed. So, I have like a nice little setup under my bed with chairs and stuff. What I was thinking about doing was, once this room is like completely organized, because it's like this, like a bunch of stuff and all that. Once I get that all sorted out, I want to do like bi-weekly, or every once in a while, basically, where I...
Yeah.
How like when you're trying to burp and it's just like sitting there like right here, you're just like, all right. What I want to do is I'm going to clear out this area, like maybe put that bench over there, put this chair up, and just lay a little pallet on the floor and do this thing and just kind of lay under the bed. Just do something really cute.
Girl, I was about to say, I know you're not about to mess up the setup. Okay, I finally got where you was going. I was like, is he just going to rearrange everything? Or,
No, it's cute how it is. I'm not doing all that. But I probably will one day. And then I still need to paint my room because I want to kind of have like different color. So what we're going to go for is like a really light pastel kind of green, because green's my favorite color. If you guys didn't know that, there you go. You're welcome.
Oh, I don't know if you have it so light up in here. I mean, if you put that light color up in there, it's gonna project a lot of light in here. And you like your room to be a little bit of a moody situation.
No, it's just gonna be the walls. That's it.
The walls. It will reflect off the walls. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. But anyways, you guys. Today's topic
We came up with it out of nowhere,
We
actually.
sure
And I
did.
think a lot of time when we do these concepts, a lot of times it'd be very fresh. We've
I
just
love the
been
really
talking
good
about
ones,
different
like the really exciting, like really deep, detailed ones.
Mm.
Usually, we just come out off with them just at random, you know.
So we already had the conversation about this. We're gonna talk about new things, but we were actually in a huge debate about some of the views that he was feeling about the Danny Glover situation and all that, and we were going to talk about that and more things. And I really want to bring up another thing that we talked about as well was the Zenbaku character and how you was feeling about that. Yeah. And we're just going to do.
I feel like that's a different thing. I feel like we can bring that up in another time.
Okay. Well,
when I'm able to kind of express my words better, because I feel like sometimes I say things and it's like really just like cut and dry and harsh.
Yeah.
And I don't mean it as in that way.
Well, I know that. That's why when I just point of seeing your reasons, because sometimes you be your foot be on the gas for it, and I'd be like, you know what? Hold on, I need you to slow it down so we can, just reflect on what you're saying. Because I feel like a lot of times when we get in these things, I like the point of fairness. I believe in being fair and being understanding, and if I feel like that's not taken into consideration with a lot of people's decisions, that really upsets me. And that's one thing I'd be like, okay, no, you got to look at it at all angles to be able to come up with a better decision to,
I get that. I get that.
But don't get it twisted, you guys. We love doing this and all that. And I love when he has his views. And a lot of times, and I think we're back and forth with each other where we said things and we were strongly passionate about whatever we were saying, and the other person was like, well, maybe you need to look at it that different light or whatever case may be. And if we come back like a day later, like, you know what, maybe you were right. Whatever the case may be. Sometimes
we'll be like, you know what, I get where you were coming from. I still feel how I feel.
Yeah.
But I get where you come from.
You gotta agree.
Majority of the time, we get where each other's coming from, even when we say stuff that we don't, even when we disagree with each other.
Exactly. And I think the funny thing we do a lot is like, I'm not saying you. I know you. We always do that. It is really just
lot. I noticed.
I'm not saying you. I know. No, but I understand.
Yeah, you're just like, I know what you meant. I'm just saying, I'm not saying.
But I feel like if a lot of people, I think in a world would do like we're doing at the end of the day, not trying to come to a middle ground and everything. No, honey, because I'll be smacking hard on that gun. you don't want me all up in there.
Okay.
But so we are calling. What's the title? I forgot what the title we had picked for it.
I forgot. I think
it was supposed to be pro wokeness or a pro wokeness or something like that. So wokeness.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, wokeness. And basically, we're just trying to a person that's just knowing what reality is going on around them, what is happening, and I think a lot of times we're set in a bubble. I think we're all set in a bubble where we only believe whatever exists is what's happening around us. Yeah, so we really close off to, okay, I would say in a scenario like I didn't really grow up too much bad of being bullied for being gay, but they have people out there in the world that it has happened to.
Like me.
So even though it, well, yeah. So by that being said, is sometimes a person cannot relate, and the reason why they can't.
So let me ask you this: what's this? What's all this?
These are the thighs that I'm trying to get from Popeyes.
Are these? What is this? Thighs express ship from Wakanda.
I'm trying to work on it.
Are you a part of the Jabari tribe?
I'm trying to get it.
That's M'Baku's tribe. So let me tell you something.
I'm trying to get it, honey.
Let me tell you something quick.
What?
Let me tell you something quick.
What?
You get too close to him.
I'm ready. She ready.
You get too close to him. You get too close to him.
Oh, girl, you're going to need more than a bottle. I'm not going to let that go. But no, I really. But, I think that a lot of people, I feel like, is prone to, if it hasn't happened to them, that it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So, like I said, growing up, I really didn't had too many issues, I would say, of a person bashing me so hard for being gay. And not to say that it doesn't exist, because it didn't happen to me. And I feel like we have that in the world where people, if they feel like they haven't experienced it, that it doesn't exist. It brings back to the situation that I think we brought on the other podcast about Kim Zolciak saying as if racism doesn't exist, it's something that we made up or whatever case may be. And, you know, people, they have people like that in the world. So she is speaking for those people that are very ignorant. And I feel like with this wokeness, you know, situation, it resonates all together, because a lot of times it takes you to live life, to get out there, to see that there are things happening to people that is unfair, that may not happen to you, but you got to understand the relating to it, because it's, you know, it's about it's unfairness, and I think we need to get an equal balance. True. So we're gonna just touch on this. I know old Lord had a lot to say about this video. And it's not prone to the message. It's just prone to the person that is delivering the message and what he has done that he had an issue with. Yeah. So if you don't know what we're talking about Danny Glover, Childish Gambino. He had put out a song called "This Is America." I thought the video was very amazing and wonderful. I'm not really of a strong Childish Gambino fan, and I sound like his music. I have heard a couple of songs, but I don't follow him as much. You know,
honestly, the only songs that I can say I really enjoyed thoroughly, only one, and that was the song that he did. Yeah,
that was all I know. I mean, I think he's a
and he had music before that, but a lot of his songs before, they were good. You know, they were good, but a lot of it had like a lot of Asian fetishization type of stuff going on in it. And a lot of it has stuff basically saying that he wouldn't date a black girl because of this, and he can't date a white girl because black girls wouldn't allow that, so I'm gonna date an Asian girl because it's right in the middle, like stuff like that. He would say stuff like that,
which is so stupid. And but we're gonna tap into that. So like I said, I want to get your views on it, because you had more of the issue than I did, than any. But I think a lot of times I feel like what you were doing for us, letting inform me, like you got to know a history behind certain people that be delivering messages. Because sometimes, you know, I understand that no one's perfect, but a lot of times when you do things, I think that you need to answer for them. I don't like hypocritical people that be trying to put out things and then turn around and be doing something else, or they have done something else at the end of the day. And yes, I think that, it'll be nice to hear some answers from. So just gonna go on what you feel that you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like okay, so I basically my deal with him, I don't really have like a huge problem with him as a person. I just feel like his views don't add up to what he's doing right now. You know, like where society is right now, we've kind of created this idea of, oh, this is woke. You know, like this guy's woke. He's the new woke person. Like we need to listen to him. It's just like when Jesse Williams was first doing it, and everybody was like just crowding around Jesse Williams and, you know, like being like, this is the person to listen to. He's got a message. You know, he's doing this, you know, like stuff like that, you know, like that. And so it's kind of like, then he made that message of, black women, we're going to do better for y'all. And then he started dating a white girl. Well, not dating, he was cheating on his wife with a white girl. And it's like, you know, the history of how black women are always cast aside for a white girl. And you do it anyways. And it's like, you made this big message, you made this big speech about black women, we're going to do right by y'all, and you still did it. You know, like, and with Donald Glover, for me, what it is with him is just the fact that not too long ago, he was saying things like, you know, if a black woman gets raped, who's going to really care? You know, stuff like that.
And he said it as in the context of a joke.
Yeah.
Not to the point of saying, yeah,
not being like, and the thing is, it's a good statement, but it's not the way you were doing it. It wasn't at that place. Like, and then there were some people who were sitting there like, well, maybe we should see that maybe he's so woke. And even back then, he was talking about something deep that we wasn't ready for. And it's like, so him talking about how he would never date a black girl because black girls don't understand awkward, nerdy guys. So he would only date Asian girls. Is him being woke?
My point is, I feel like it's a very different. I mean, I don't like to idolize anyone. I like to get.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just not that person because I know, humans. We all done things that we're not proud of, or whatever case may be. Especially like a situation where Rihanna was like, "I'm not a role model. Don't put me in that category." So I'm doing the best I can do by living my life. So, and I think the point is, what she's saying is, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to do things that you're not going to like. So, when I do these things, I don't want to hear, "Oh, you're a role." Like, no, because I don't want to live like that. I want to make my mistakes. I want to go out there and get messy and get dirty and stuff like that. I mean, it's just how life is, and not be, not be ridiculed about it. But I feel like there's a difference from a person that stands behind a person instead of worshiping them, because I feel like a lot of people, especially with the Trump situation, I feel like people are worshiping this man. They're not questioning him about, like people. I think people feel like, to get behind somebody, you can't question them. I'm gonna question you. Damn Skippy. I don't. If I feel like you're doing something, even like me and you, what you doing over there? What's going on? Yeah, I gotta question you, or whatever the case may be. That's just how it is, and I feel like a lot of people that you're hearing, they're not gonna question him about the things that he has said. They're just gonna be behind him. We're not worrying about what he said before. You need to know because it's probably still in this person. At the end of the day. And I think that's just the way it is. So, they got people that stand behind you, but they got some who just worship you where you can't do no wrong. And those are the people that I have an issue with. Because, yes, I think that situation need to be brought up of what you meant in that moment, I would say.
And that's the thing. It's like he's I feel like we as people, we are quick to give straight black men the mantle of, he's gonna lead us, or he's the one who's telling us these things, he's the wokeness, or he's this, or like stuff like that. And it's like, I'm not saying that he can't have a message, but I'm saying that we have to like be diligent in being like, okay, but what do you do for black women? What do you do for queer black people? What do you do for the disabled black people? Like, what are you doing? Like, you could do things for straight black men all you want, but what about the rest of us? And it's like, I feel like his video didn't really show. His video really didn't show us, Like, his video really didn't examine every aspect of blackness. Like, he's saying, get your money, black men. And it's like, okay, but black men isn't the only people being targeted. Like, black women were being targeted. Black gay men are being targeted. The queer community is being targeted, too.
We went over this before, especially with the Black Panther situation, where we was like, it was a good thing that they have. And we was like, well, maybe we want to see a gay storyline or somewhere in that, and I feel like, it goes down into the middle that at the end of the day, we are black and we are males. And yes, we are more than, because obviously our sexuality is very important in this world, I guess. It shouldn't be. But, I think at the end of the day, we fall in line in a lot of those aspects, what he was putting out there. I mean, we are black men at the end of the day.
True.
I mean, don't exclude yourself. And I understand that sometimes I do that sometimes. So whatever case may be, it's like, yeah, but are you really here for us? Yeah. So I get that point.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, I don't, I don't know. I don't have a problem with him as a person, and I don't have a problem with us like going, okay, this is, like this is an important thing to talk about. I have a problem with the fact that we put certain people on a pedestal.
We shouldn't put nobody on a pedestal.
And it's like,
I feel like that's
yeah.
When you put a person on a pedestal that high, I don't know if I
told you this though. I think I mentioned this earlier to you. I think I did. How somebody had brought up the fact that, it's weird how when Beyonce did Formation, and you remember when she drowned the cop car in Formation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, a lot of people said that was triggering for people from New Orleans who dealt with Hurricane Katrina. And that was not something she needed to do because, you're showing black pain. And why would you do that? Like, that's triggering to Katrina victims. Mm-hmm. But it's like, Donald Glover's video, he's shooting black people. And y'all are just like, this is what we need to see. So it's like, it's weird how we have this double standard to these things, Mm-hmm. It's like with, good example. And no, this is not her being woke. I do feel like this is her being like accepting her sexuality and talking about her sexuality and being like, look, this is me. Because hers is woke. I'm talking about Nicki Minaj. When Nicki Minaj did Anaconda, the reception from that video was, what about my kids? What about my daughter? She's going to be making my daughter try to be on a pole or something like that. And it's like, why would you have your kids watching the video in the first place? It's a cute song, yes. But
I think the point, that's my point of bringing it up to people, that you should not put a person on the pedestal.
Yeah.
You understand the person is human, and you got to be your own person at the end of the day. And I understand that we have a society, let alone a world of people that just like to follow behind people. And because I know some people that will worship somebody that they don't even know.
True.
So, and I understand that, but you can be holding people accountable for the actions of other people.
And the thing is, you can't just sit there and see, this is the thing. It's like you have this like wokeness value placed on people. And it's like, no, you don't know if he's really down or if he's just doing this because this is the thing to do. Like, I know he did do an interview a while back where he was just talking about how he felt like, seeing situations like Trayvon Martin and seeing other things like that, like seeing all these things happening. Because this was like before the recent ones. This was way before that. This was like before Atlanta, actually. Before he did Atlanta. And after, a little bit after,
get it out, girl.
No. Okay. Right? A little bit after Community got ended. Because, that got canceled. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I'm just
I used to follow the show, girl. I used to watch the show.
No, you didn't. I remember. See, listen. That's how I know. Let me check you right quick. Because I remember we were watching it at BJ's house. I watched it at BJ's house. And you was like, what is that? And I was like, it's Community. It's a show that's,
I used to watch Community.
Gotcha.
Girl, bitch. See, I was trying not to curse you guys. I was trying to make through the video.
You cursed before, but anyways.
No, I did not. I didn't. I say shit.
Cursing. So anyways.
Did I? I don't know what I said, but I know it wasn't that bad. I remember when I dropped the F-bomb.
So anyways. It was just one of those things. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if, I feel like we do this thing where a straight black man will say something, and we're like, he has a message.
Well, I think the point is you need to say certain people. Because I don't think everybody.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it in the other area. I'm saying, like, we'll see a straight black man have a message, and all of a sudden we all crowd around him and go, now what? Like, now, yes, you're saying things.
But the point is, they putting these people on the beacon, like, this is how you're supposed to be. Like I said,
and it's like,
you can't put a person that high on the pedestal. You really can't.
You can't.
Because when you do, I mean, you're going to fall short. And I think that's what, I think that even said in the Bible, you're going to fall short if you look. This person ain't God. This person ain't Jesus. This person trying to deliver a message. And that's what I would say. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a person that's trying to deliver a message. Yeah. I am not the perfect person in the world. I am going to make mistakes. I don't want you to look at me as I don't know why you have to tell
them that you make mistakes when you be wearing that wig all the time.
Girl, but that phone though.
Sweetie.
That phone though.
You mean this amazing, glorious, fabulous.
That phone though, bitch.
Thank
girl.
No, honey, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's like we're imperfect people, yes, and it kind of annoys me because it's like when people put people on a pedestal, then they get mad at him because he's not perfect like I thought he was gonna be, and it's like y'all get hurt. The problem is y'all shouldn't have put him on the pedestal in the first place.
Being put on the pedestal of acknowledging that. Oh no. Like I said, I like the point around. Like, oh no, don't do me. I didn't ask to be a role model. I didn't sign up for that. Right. I had to sign up to make some music.
Did you hear about the thing where they was asking her if she's gonna go to the royal wedding? Did you see that video?
Oh, she was talking about the lingerie.
The royal wedding, Prince Harry's wedding.
They invited her?
No.
Why are they gonna ask if she gonna go?
Because the interview was like, oh, you met him in 2016. She's like, I mean. When is it happening? Like, when is it happening? Is it coming up soon? And so the girl was like, yeah, it's coming up soon. She's like, I need to start getting on the internet more, I guess. That's what needs to be. And so she said, yeah, so are you going to the royal wedding? She's like, I don't know. And she's like, well, I mean, you met him in 2016. And Rihanna was like, I mean, I met you today. Does that mean that you're coming to my wedding?
Oh, well.
Or then she said, and does that mean that I'm coming to your wedding? It's just like, I would invite you. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should feel this type of way that I'm not invited, huh? And move right on along. See, that's what you need to be doing. That's what people need to do.
Exactly. It's just simple things like that, but it really is.
Sometimes you just got to be like, I don't care. Like, when you get to that place, people accept you for you. They don't sit here and go, oh, this is the wokeness speaking. It's like, okay. And here's the thing. The reason I'm saying people are placing him on the pedestal and placing him as the wokeness speaking is you're seeing like a dozen articles about this video. You're seeing celebrities retweet, this is what we need to see. This is America's, this is what we need to talk. This is opening discussion.
My point is and then glorifying people, the message. The message was the importance. Mm-hmm. So I think that then
then it's like a lot of times putting him on this pedestal as this person.
Let's not misconstrue that a person can glorify a point of what a person has done. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily that everybody going into the point like he's just the beacon of hope. Oh, he is like no.
But
I think the message he had put out was very, very good, and there's nothing wrong with celebrating it. So you're saying we're not supposed to celebrate it, or not, and celebrate him for putting it out.
Here's the thing. I'm saying, can I say? Because you asked me a question, I can't even answer because you just.
Honey, they had more to the question that I was adding on, but you had stopped me. So go on.
I had to stop you because that wig.
Girl, your lace front ain't too tight either.
This isn't a lace front. This is my hair.
Girl, bye.
Don't be mad.
That little screen that you got as a hair, honey. And girl.
No, but yeah, it's just it's like we're creating him as the messenger, whereas I didn't see all this.
I see that's the problem I was having over the phone with him.
You keep thinking
saying we
because we're all a part of this.
No, first of all. Okay. Don't get it twisted. I understand about how society is. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I like to consider myself an individual. I'm not like everybody that you're saying that is thinking like that.
I noticed you're not like everybody because you picked that wig and somebody who had sense wouldn't have picked that wig.
Your phone is trash. Your ad just doesn't exist.
Mine is so delicious and glorious. You don't know.
It still brings me to that point. So when you try to put everybody in the same boat, not everybody thinks
But the thing is, you have to...
So you need to say certain people.
No, because the thing is, here's my problem with that kind of thinking.
How is it basically? I'm not glorifying them. I'm my own individual person.
Can I say it? Whenever people do that thing where they're like, "Don't say me," it's like you separate yourself to where you can't.
Well, it is a separation.
But here's the thing: that's a negative thing. It's like saying.
How's it
it's
negative?
like when we say,
if you're saying that everybody is on this man's dick and a person is not, and the individual like, I'm not.
Can I finish?
So.
Can I finish?
Okay.
Can I finish?
Okay.
All right. Here's the thing. When I say we, I'm including everybody. Yes, because I need to. Because
I'm really going to listen.
Because you're trying. Listen, okay. It's like whenever we say things like all white people, and white people are like, not me. Don't exclude me. And it's like, the problem with that is you're trying to exclude yourself out of something that you're still a part of. Even if you don't benefit from it, even if you're not really like in that group, you're still a part of it as a person. Like you're still in this thing. Like just exclude. If you exclude yourself, and see, this is the thing. I don't put him on a pedestal either. I've never put him on a pedestal, but I include myself because I am part of the people who are engaging in this storyline, engaging in what he's doing, and like looking at what he's doing and engaging in where we're at in the world. Like excluding yourself is not. It's not. What's the right word?
My point is,
it's not bad
about all that talking.
It's just
still not making no sense because at the end of the day, go on.
Can I finish? Mm-hmm. Or is your wig not on? Is your wig on too tight?
Man, my wig is tired of this lies and alibis.
Well, your wig is tired. I know that for sure. Your wig is tired. I know that for sure.
Girl, come with
but it's just it's the thing is, you have to understand that you're still a part of it, even if you're not sitting there praising him or uplifting him, you're still a part of this group.
I can't understand that. No, I think the point is you need to reevaluate that and say, I may be affected by it.
Yeah.
Or whatever case without a community, but don't say I'm part of it.
And the thing is,
I think that that's the clear point
if you know for sure that
understand.
You are not a part of that, then you don't need to say, I'm not me. You don't have to say me because you know for sure you're not a part of it.
I think the point is, at the end of the day, everybody deserves their individuality. We understand how society is. But for a person to say, don't put me in that boat. So if I'm talking to a person one-on-one, and I'm basically stating whatever I feel that what is going on, even though the person is affected by it, I'm not going to constantly say they, y'all. You're like, honey, I didn't do nothing to you. And that's the point that I hate what people do. They need to break down to the point
you're thinking of it as in we as in the negative, where like I'm just so tired of all y'all doing things to me, and it's like, but I ain't do nothing to you. No, that's different. That's a whole different thing.
It's the same. It's the same format that you're putting down. Because if a person's sitting there saying, "Stop saying we," just say they have a lot of people out there that are doing that. It's not the point that yes, it's probably is affecting us or whatever the case may be. But
that's very white people.
No, it's the same scenario like when black people do shit, and you be like, "Oh Lord, why that nigga had to do some shit?" Now we gonna get blamed for this. This just don't make no sense. That's just how it is.
No,
I get that. No, it's not a different thing. It's the same thing. It's still gonna be affected by. It's still gonna be put down as it's gonna affect the black community. That it's not gonna go nowhere.
It's a different thing.
No, honey, it's the same thing. So when you saying we, I get offended by it because I'm like, stop saying we. So they have people out there and be direct with it. Don't say
basically,
me.
They have people out there. How is that different from we?
No, because it ain't. Yeah, you ain't right. Because not everybody thinks like that. And when you put everybody into one, you think that everybody thinks like that, and that's not the case. May be. That's like saying all these white people. A lot of white people are not racist. I'm like certain white people out there are like that, or whatever case may be.
Whatever helps you.
No, honey, I'm telling you facts because you can't be putting everybody. No, yes, I am. You can't put everybody in the boat like that, and that's not. I think that's a very wrong way of looking at life. That you put everybody in the same boat and let them drown down to the end of the barrel, and that's the issue that we be having in America. Because if everybody would just people on the individuality, we wouldn't have issues like that.
But
so the way of your words of thinking and saying,
the problem is we're not there,
girl. And yes,
so it's like you want to say we need to be there, but we're not there.
It like I said, we may not be there, but it's the point of even putting that out there. At the end of the day, putting people out there as individuals and start judging them on their own individuality. That's just the point. You got to practice what you preach, and you got to try to strive to at least get it. So if you get in the mindset of thinking like that, and let alone projecting and speaking like that, you don't know who you can touch at the end of the day. And that's just what I'm saying.
But the problem with that is, if I were to say, oh, some white people, and I'm talking with white people, they listen. and that white person goes, oh, well, not me. Okay, if I said some white people and you already know that it's not you, then why do you need to say anything?
If you say some white people, and if you're talking to them, excuse me, not you, but some white people,
but I don't feel like I need to do all that.
Well,
that's like it feels like that's really just like you're splitting hairs and you're distracting.
If you're trying to have a conversation with a person,
you're distracting from the actual conversation.
No, it's not distracting. Yes, it's not distracting. If you are friends with this person, or you close with this person, yes, I don't think a lot of sense that you have to say it. But in the point when you're coming out trying to speak towards the world, which we are speaking to our followers, I think you need to be more precise and specific with your words or what you're saying and who you're directing the message to. At the end of the day.
Okay.
So stop putting in a sense of who's affected by it. Of course we're affected by it. It is what it is. But don't make people feel like, oh, just because someone else is going along with it, that, oh, we're with it. We're affected by it, but that don't mean we're with. No, we're affected by it, but that don't mean that we're with it.
I'm including everybody because it's a thing that is unanimous. I'm not saying it's unanimous. I'm saying it's a thing that we're all experiencing. You can't go around.
I'm trying to get you to understand that at the end of the day, stop. If you're using context of saying that, you're making it seem as everyone's believing in that. No, stop doing that. Yes,
but
we're affected.
Okay,
so you need to look. This is being direct. We understand the part of affected by it. That's just a simple case in point, maybe. But when you need to be direct of who you're saying, some people out here who are doing this. So be direct with that. It don't matter. The community will already be affected. We get that. But don't say that everybody is out there doing it. So that's why I'm just saying, just be more diverse with your words. Thank you. I'll rest my case. Because when you say things like that, when you put things out like that, I think that's what we have issues with. When people say, "Oh, I didn't mean that," you need to understand of how you use your words
and
getting your message across.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about the situation where you kept on saying that, oh, everybody, we're as a society that, oh, we put him on a pedestal and stuff like that. You said, I said, stop saying we. Saying I hate when a lot of people out there put this person on a pedestal or whatever the case may be. That's just all you have to say. That's where I'm trying to get you to say. Stop saying everybody's doing something. I don't like that. Yes, it is not my fault that everyone is doing that or whatever, that we're affected. And that's just how a lot of people look at it. Oh, them black people. Not every black person like that. Not all white people are like that. They have certain people out there.
I'll agree with the first.
That's just like at the end of the day, they have all these pedophiles. And when they do shit, we can turn around, well, that... That's just what we into. They got a bunch of people that do it. But are we all pedophiles? Are we all like that? Do you want to be in that category? No, I'm not reaching. I'm not reaching. It's first of all, I'm not reaching. It's first of all, because I got to stand up. I'm not reaching.
You are.
It's the point is that a certain individual has done that crime at the end of the day. So you want to be put in a category like that? I'm quite sure you don't. So stop saying that everybody is worshiping somebody. Because I sure the hell am not. I am my own person. I was brought up in this.
You guys see how he's just like. You guys see how he's just like really just like going on this one thing, and all I said was
be direct with your words. At the end of the day, that's just all that is. Because at the end of the day, our viewers just want to get to know us and understand where we're coming from.
Well, I don't know about that. That's not me. Not me. Exclude me out of that one. So you want to say we can't use we.
No, I'm talking to you directly because you're the one has said it.
You got to use some people. When you said we, use some
saying,
people.
Oh Lord has made statements as saying everybody is in the same boat and that they're doing this. So not everybody's doing it, but like I said, a lot of people are affected.
This is a conversation that has been happening a while back.
You still ain't getting the point. I just think you really are missing it.
You are, and that's the problem. It's like this is such an old conversation about the not all thing. You know how like when women go, men are garbage, and men be like, not all men, and it's like you especially, because instead of sitting here going about what you have contributed, what you're benefiting from these things, you want to check that person. But anyways, I just want to say that we as a society, can I say that then? We as a society then? Will that work?
I don't think just say they have people out there that sit up here and worship this man. Because let me tell you something. You think that every black person is worshiping this man? I hope you don't believe that. I really hope.
When I say we, does that automatically mean everybody, or is that just saying like we as in a group? Just a group of people.
I mean that I just don't. I guess I just don't resonate with the word.
I
think unless it is a fact, and that is not a fact because I don't worship this fucking man. So when I hear I'ma say, oh no, you talking to the wrong person, honey. You might need to correct yourself.
So, anyways, he's been placed as a wokeness beacon. It's annoying because we need to understand that as a people, there's better people out there. And not saying that he's not the best person, but don't focus so heavily on this one person and
just
be like, that's
on
it.
The message.
You know, like
the message is more
him,
important.
That's it. Because there are so many other places that we can get this from. Like for us, do we have one?
No.
I mean, we do have D-Ray. You know, D-Ray, the activist. No, Coon Paul is not going to be an activist for us. He already let us know that racism is outdated, and he feels like we need to get over it. That's that on that. But anyways, yeah, it's just honestly, I'm just really tired of us as a society. There you go. How's that? Pushing certain people on pedestals. And then
I think that, like I said,
then kind of getting like,
I just feel that the people who are pushing him, which AKA me,
as a society, all right,
you know,
as a society, thank you very much. Pushing him to be this bigger thing than he really is, and not saying he doesn't have a message. He does. This is America has a message, yes. Atlanta has a great message, yes. Redbone had a great message, yes. He probably has other projects lined up that had a good message, but the problem is we go out of our way as a society to focus on this one person instead of realizing it's just like the civil rights movement wasn't just Martin Luther King, you know? And it's like for this society, we focus so heavily on, this person, or, this person. Like there can only be one person who could do these things. Mm-hmm. Or there can only be one person with a message who can do this. Yeah. There can only be one person
of course, everybody know that it was more than Dr. King doing things.
But we don't have that. We don't have that mindset anymore. That's not the mindset now. It's more of a, well, we'll see like, oh yeah, Janelle Monáe's doing something, or oh yeah, Beyonce's doing something, but Donald Glover is doing this, so let's push him to the top. Like there's other people doing things, but they're minor level. Donald Glover is like this, like this is the person to focus on. So that's the thing. That's my problem with it. It's like pushing it on one person and not realizing that there's a multitude of people. It was a system. The civil rights movement was a system. There was a system of people doing one thing and another thing. Like there was the Black Panthers, there was Malcolm X, there was Martin Luther King, there was what's his name, Barnyard Webster, who's he was gay and he used to I think he was bi or something. He was queer. Let's say that. He was friends with Martin Luther King. He used to write his speeches. Did you know about that? Did you know that? Nobody knew that because he was pushed to the. They don't want us to be a part of the story. Like, come on now. And I think he also had like also though he had a white lover or something like that. I think that's the message, that he was with somebody white. So it's like, you're not only is that he's being pushed aside because he's gay, but then he also was dating somebody white. And again, I don't have a problem with somebody dating somebody of a different race. That's not the big issue to me. The issue is
no issue.
The issue really to me is how you react to your own people while you're dating that person, or even before. Like, are you going to be like how Donald Glover is, where he fetishizes Asian women and talks bad about black women in his past? He doesn't do it. I don't know if he does that anymore. I don't think he does that on the radio or anything like that anymore. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. But his songs back then down talked black women. His Twitter then, he was down talking black women. His comedy specials then, he was talking about black women in a negative way. And he was trying to date Asian women or probably be with white women. You have that. Then you have some people who, like they do have something. They have a message. They're doing something. And the person they fall in love with is white. It's not that that's all they was looking for. It's just that's who they fall in love with. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a different level to it. Like, if you're just looking for white people and that's it. Like, if you are just like, okay, I can't date anybody black. Why can't you date somebody black? Like, what is the purpose? What is your reasoning? Mm-hmm. Like, that's the thing.
I feel like it's no. Mm-hmm. I know people try to make reasons for themselves. I don't know where they be getting it. I mean, trust me, I heard some stories.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like there are some stories out there that you're just like, okay, but what is your reasoning? Like, you're saying you couldn't date a black person, but why? And it's like 9 times out of 10, the reasoning is not positive. For black people, of us. It's not a positive view of us.
It's not going to be positive.
Yeah.
If they don't want to date black women.
It's like Steve Urkel. Remember I told you about that, where he was talking about how Pep said that she regrets not trying to date Will Smith because she felt like he was corny. She wanted a thug. And so that was her thing. She was like, I regret not dating him or not picking him because he's a really good guy. And, I just wanted to
say nothing. That man got kids and married. She
just wanted to say that. And basically, it was just like, okay, cool. That's cool.
Well, it's a
now, Steve Urkel.
Maybe that'll resonate with somebody to know that, I think, I don't know, for some reason, I think it's just a lot of people that out there in the world that falls into.
We do too. Because that's the thing, that's like what we fall into as gay people. Like, that's something that a lot of us fall into, like, especially in our stories, if you notice. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of the stories were like
even the straight guy. He ain't got the straight guy.
Yeah.
Like that.
The straight, masculine, alpha male type of guy. That's the one we go for. And it's like, but listen, there's more out there than just that. Like, you can't just be sitting here chasing after that. That's a pipe dream, you know? Mm-hmm. And so, it's like, yeah, we do need to get out of that because you're excluding a bunch of guys that you could actually be really into. It's just like with Molly in Insecure.
You're talking about Molly from Apple Support.
Well, Molly got a tattered wig. But Apple it's just like Molly from Insecure when she dated what's his name, and she felt like, oh, he's great. He just don't have a job. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, like, if he's a really great person... Well, actually, he did have a job, but he just wasn't making a lot of money.
He was working at Drive Time.
Which, I mean, he has a job, you know?
I had got my car from Drive Time. I know. She was there.
Okay.
Hey, you say you messed with that one boy. You wanted to be two. Okay, damn, bitch. I'm tipsy.
I see. But, yeah, it's just like... She placed this thing on him like, oh, you slept with one guy. I can't be with you because you're gay. Mm-hmm. And it's like this weird level of, I can't be with you because of this. And it's a negative. Like, it connects to Amber Rose, how she said something about how she could never date a bisexual guy because she feels like she'd be too scared to know that when he's going out hanging with his boys, he's actually just going out having sex with his boys.
That's funny because she's bisexual too.
Openly. Openly. All right, then.
My point is, with a situation when people are trying to find something wrong with you or whatever the case may be, clearly you don't fit into their status quo.
I would say, into the point of what they fantasize by, what they felt like, they're type that they wanted. Like they're trying to find something wrong with you, and they'll find it because everybody's no one's perfect. Like we all have something's wrong with us, and I'm thinking whatever the case may be, they're gonna find something just to break it off with you. So stop thinking that you have done something wrong. You only could be you, at that moment, and I feel like with that situation we saying, they were just looking. She was just looking for something.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, it's just like it's just this is like I don't have a problem with somebody dating interracially. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I just have a problem with the mindset that goes into dating somebody interracially, or the mindset of certain people who do it.
People, because let me just take it too far.
Yeah.
Some
people just was sitting there like,
I can never date a. Like, wait, what?
I never date a black guy. It reminds me of.
It really brings to the point of telling the person who they dating, like, girl, he only fucking with you because your color.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, he loved me. No, bitch, he fucking with you only because your color.
Some of the times when black men date white women, especially the ones that hate black women, a lot of the times they agree. That's why they date to each other. Because they both agree with each other. It reminds me of, I don't know if you heard about this. It was a football player. I forgot his name. But not too long ago, like last year.
Your wig. Mm-hmm.
You need to forget that phone. You need to forget that phone. Really, honestly, truly. It's embarrassing.
You see it though.
It's embarrassing being seen with you when you pull that phone out. I'm
Girl,
sorry.
Please, you're putting on.
It's janky. But anyways, yeah. It was this football player last year or like a couple years ago. He mentioned how he divorced his white wife because she calls him the N-word and she used to be abusive to him and all these other things. Like she was doing a bunch of stuff to him.
Damn, all right. You want to beat that bitch up?
However, black woman was like, I don't know if I could really rock with what you're saying. Not because it's not true. I'm very sure it's true. The only problem with this is a couple of years, like 10 years ago, and see, this is why you can't do stuff to black women, because they remember. 10 years, 5 or 6 or 7 years ago, he was going to court because he sexually assaulted a waitress. However, his defense was, I don't know how I'm gonna sexually assault her. I don't even like black women. I could never see myself being with a black woman at all.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm. And so, you know what? He was mentioning how his wife was like, racist towards him and calling him the N-word and stuff like that. But it's like, if you don't like black people and you date somebody else who doesn't like black people, that's not going to be a positive situation at the end for you.
Exactly.
Because you black. It reminds me of, I remember not too long ago, they had compiled a list of things that black men have said against black women. And one of the tweets was somebody made a thing that was like, on the list, top to most likely to be for me to sleep with, least likely for me to sleep with. They said a white woman, Latina woman, Asian woman, Native American woman, Indian woman, a gay guy, a dog, and at the bottom was a black woman. So they would rather be with a gay guy and a dog than be with a black woman, even though they're straight. And then they did a list. Somebody else did a list of women who are most likely to get a hey in their DMs, women who are least likely to get a hey in their DMs, and it was like the shade was from white to dark. So most likely would be the white girl, least likely was the black girl. And this is the thing, like this is the mindset that a lot of black men have, straight black men have, where they're like very against dating black women. There's a lot of black men who date black women. There's a lot of black men who would sleep with a black woman, and nobody needs to know that I'm sleeping with you. It's just something that, I'm slumming it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's this guy who does Vlad TV. His name is Star, or something like that. He mentioned how he only likes white women. He only dates white women. And he was talking about, right now I'm slumming it because I'm dating a black girl. I'm just slumming it. I'm just, I'm on hard times, so I'm dating a black girl.
I don't know. She know he said that.
Yeah, because he said it on this interview.
Bitch,
so it's like this is the things that I've seen, and this is some of them. I've seen other things that was even worse. Like just it's this guy who does
into the category where
it's this guy who's on YouTube. His name is Sodomai or something. I forgot his first name. Don't ask me because I don't want to remember it. But he his whole entire YouTube thing is him being a black guy who.
What's his name again?
Sodomai something Sodomai. His whole thing on YouTube is him finding any way to blame black women for something that has nothing to do with black women.
I think I know who you're talking about.
You probably do. He's really, really well known. And not in a positive way. But I remember there was a video like where somebody like people died or something like that. And he was like, this black woman problem right here. They leave their kids, or like it's like, but people died on a bus. Like, what did this have to do with a black woman?
Mm-hmm. I think I know exactly who you're talking about.
I'm very sure you do. Tommy Sotomayor. But I've watched one or two of his videos, and then after that, I was like, no, I'm good. This is him. I don't know if you've seen him. I know you probably have, but that's him. Don't click on the video, please. I don't want to see it. I don't want to give him any views. But that's him. He says stuff like that about black women. He'll be like, oh, black women are garbage. Or black women do this, That's him. So, and he's really like, he loves white women. So it's like he praises white women, talks complete trash about black women. He calls black women low lives. He calls them hard hats.
That's just with self-hate, honey.
Yeah, that's the point. And it's like, no, but the problem is he doesn't even care about black men. Like, he doesn't talk negative about black men. He doesn't say they're bad people. It's just black women.
Honey, that's self-hate, honey. He just hates himself.
Yeah, that's the point. But anyways, you guys, this is it. We're just going to go ahead and end it because we can talk about more things, but you know what?
Well, I feel like this was something that was really important, and we really wanted to get into it. Like we knew this was gonna happen, so I was already prepared. I already quenched my thirst with this bitch, because I knew I had to get her wig, her lace front, and that broken down trash paper that he's rocking together.
Only thing you got together was actually nothing. You haven't even got your phone together.
Girl, please, you see it. I know you want to be it, honey. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go as your phone for Halloween because that is scary.
Girl, I know you didn't reuse what I told you earlier.
You did not use that.
I actually did.
You did not. You did not use that.
I actually did.
What she said. What did you say?
That exact same
No, you
thing.
are a girl.
Actually, I did. And
you
that's the sad part.
Lying.
I did.
You are lying.
I actually did.
No, you did not.
I did.
No, you
I remember
did not.
I was really comfortable.
Girl, hold on. All my jokes are original.
Oh,
okay,
sweetie.
they don't come from nobody, honey. Please do
Sweetie.
not. You're really
Sweetie, your
trying
jokes
it.
are so
You're
unoriginal.
reaching.
You couldn't even spell
You're
that.
reaching. You're reaching. You need to get off that ladder, honey, because I'm telling you, the next step you're going to take, you falling down.
Mm-hmm.
Do not do that, honey. My stuff is synthetic,
sweetie, I'm not
honey,
falling down. I'm death dropping down. Thank you.
because it's always holes that we're trying to take.
Mm-hmm. Take from what, girl? You don't even have an empire.
Girl,
You're not doing nothing.
Girl, please. I'm a brand.
What, you in the lab too?
Yes. Oh, they said that on Basketball Wives. I'm trying to finish this little bit that I got left. The guy was like, I'm a brand. I'm like, oh, bitch. I said, you know what? Oh, Laura was right. These bitches with this brand shit.
Mm-hmm. It's like like on Chasing Atlanta with, you're not a real boss. You don't know what a real boss does?
Oh, I think we already brought that on the other podcast, but y'all hear that more. All right, guys, we're going to have to sign out.
Yes. His wig is coming off. That's why.
Baby, this is tied hole with the lace front for days.
You mean you've worn it for like 5-6 months? Yeah, that's true. This is Oh Lord with the truth, giving it to you.
With the lies, honey. Please carry on with the foolery.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't expect you for saying anything that was
It's
truthful,
okay,
honey.
hate is so real, isn't it?
Hate.
Hate is so real, isn't it?
Goodness.
The hate is so real, isn't it?
Oh, Lord. I ain't about to... All right, you guys.
Bye, you guys.